Hello everyone and welcome to this, I want to say, unboxing and review. Today we're looking at Dragon's Lair, the 1983 hit arcade game from back in the day. This is by New Wave Toys. This is a 1/6 scale, part of the RepliCade line, the mini arcades. Dragon's Lair, Cinematronics, as you can see on this box, which is awesome. This is like almost like a miniaturized the actual box that the arcade would come in to ship out to arcades all around the country. Around the world pretty much. And today we're going to unbox it. This is actually, I already have Dragon's Lair. This is not New Wave Toys' first release. This came out several months ago. I'm finally getting around to opening it up. This is several months old. I mean, this is long sold out on their website. You might be able to pick it up on the secondary market. This is their black overhaul edition of Dragon's Lair. They had the first version of it, which I have. I'll show you a comparison in this video between these two. There's also another one that had the red T-molded. This has the black. I just figured I'll go with the black. I didn't bother to get the one with just the red. And there's some other additional goodies they've done and some other upgrades and features since the first release of Dragon's Lair. And you can see the box. They always do a great job on the box representing the artwork from this classic game. But yeah, basically this I've had this, like I said, for several months. Finally getting around to opening it. But you can see there's a lot of new features on this. There's also, this actually will support, there's an HDMI, you can put it in the second monitor, and there's also a little, I think New Wave Toys said they're going to come out with this little TV monitor that used to be, like you could see it in the arcade back in the day, which I never saw one in person back then. It's another separate monitor. You can kind of view the game. So that's going to be another, I think, little product they're going to be coming out. This will be compatible with it. What's great about it, you can see that when you open it up, beautiful artwork from Dragon's Lair. You see Princess Daphne there, and Dirk, the brave warrior. This game I've played. I can't remember if I played it in the arcade. I'm not very good at it, I can tell you that. I'll do some demonstrations, kind of show you. But it's been a while since I played it, and you can see here's all the goodies. They got the instruction manuals. They added some other stuff compared to the very first release. And one of the new things they did was these little, which is cool, the control knobs. They've actually come in different colors, the little balls for the controller, the controller, I guess, the knob. So we'll show you that as we open up the actual unit. And there it is, all protected in the styrofoam around it, and plastic. So, but yeah, like I said, I've had this for quite a while. Finally getting around to it. I also do have two other ones that are going to be, stay tuned. Those have been out for not too long ago. The Space Ace, I do have both versions that they released that, and those are still boxed in my shipper boxes, and I'll got to get around to opening those up and getting those edited and kind of show you what those look like. But they've been on the market for, I guess, several months. I think they sold out. But get back to the Dragon's Lair. It does come a USB charge cord. They do have batteries built in, and there's a little different colored knobs, which is kind of cool, little balls that they added. And I'll show you near the end of the video. I'll put each one on and kind of show you what it looks like, the different color variation. And there it is, a close-up. It does have a little metal screw, very easily to replace it if you want to change the color up from the default red. But yeah, there's all the different little things. This also has this was a LaserDisc game, and it also has a LaserDisc player. And they've changed the player, and I'll show you a comparison with the old one, with the first release. But this is a new thing they added. This is a little poster that the very first edition New Wave Toys came out with wasn't included. So this is a really nice bonus item that they included with this game. But yeah, I already have. I mean, this is probably my third Dragon's Lair arcade. I bought two copies of the first version, and that's another reason why I didn't want to get the red trim. I got a lot of these, and yeah, there's a really cool poster of the Dragon's Lair. But yeah, I'm not, like I said, most people could be a completionist, get every arcade. I've pretty much got almost all the mini arcades from New Wave, except I think this last Food Fight I didn't get, and this other one that they had recently I didn't pre-order. But there's the manual, and you kind of see to the left and side, kind of shows you all the arcade machines, mini arcades they come out with. I'll just kind of showing that, they're in different languages. So the rest of the manual is, the instruction manual is not really that thick. All that stuff is different languages. But it does also have this optional overlay that you can put over the control panel if you so have for being overhauled, renewed, I guess. There's little plastic tokens that they always included with all their RepliCade little machines, and there is the LaserDisc. Since this is a LaserDisc based game, It's mostly more quick time gameplay. It's plastic, kind of give that little reflector, looks like a laser disc, kind of showing the color spectrum. Really cool that they included with this. So no attention to detail hasn't been spared on this release. And they also include this little bonus decal, little sticker, Princess Daphne. This was also included in the the first release of the version of the Dragon's Lair. But let's take a look at the actual unit itself. This is pretty decent, heavy weight. It's made of multiple materials. There's metal, there's plastic, there's actually wood. The sides are made of wood, and there's a lot of different wood pieces to it. So multiple materials made of it. Take this plastic film off the screen here. All right, as we remove the protective film there, let's take a 360, take a look at the unit itself. The decal, the sticker, it's pretty much the quality of material that New Wave has done is pretty amazing. Just the build quality in this, very impressed. I mean, everything is pretty accurate to the detail of the actual arcade machine. There's the back. You can kind of see there's some bunch of labels on there. There's a power switch, and we'll show you a close-up view. There's a volume. It has a HDMI, a recharge port. It does have USB on the back. And here is a little hidden compartment, which is pretty nice. It's, you can see the wood in the very top. This is part of the wood. That is the LaserDisc player. And that's actually, in looking at this, it definitely looks different than the original one, that the first version. And I'll show you, like I said, comparison. They look different, color and everything on it. So there is a little hidden, little more detail. And the LaserDisc, you can put that in there. So I'll show you the more detail of that as we come up. But yeah, just the plastic construction, some wood. We'll look at the bottom. You got the little padded feet as usual. There's the Dragon's Lair and a little label, New Wave, and so forth. But yeah, just a great looking unit. You give it a close up. This is actually made of metal. There's a little, open that up. That opens up. Little hidden little change door. And one thing there, as I point there, the Cinematronics, that is different. That's what the other one had the RepliCade logo on the first version. There's the joysticks, the buttons, pretty good. Feel pretty good. It's almost like the real arcade. There's the marquee there. That actually lights up. We'll kind of show you that a little bit. A close up more, just giving some more of the detail of the back here and the sides. You can see the rocker switch is different on the power. I'll kind of show you, explain more different about that. You can see here the LaserDisc player, very detailed, very nicely done. This, even the bottom it's made of plastic, so it's pretty fairly light. It's got the back little decals kind of showing where the inputs are. There it is. It does open up. You can actually put that LaserDisc, the actual disc that I showed at the beginning, in there if you want to put that in there. For comparison, you can see on the left is the original LaserDisc player. On the right is the Overhaul edition. Doing another side-by-side comparison, the one on the left is the Overhaul edition. The one on the right is the original release. Not much difference. You can see the Cinematronics logos on the new one, the RepliCade logos on the previous release. And the big difference on looking at this is the T-molding is a little bit wider, you can see, than the one on the right, a little bit more thinner. So those are pretty much the differences between those. Overall, they look pretty identical. I turned these on, I tried to turn them on at the exact same time, but the one on the left, the Overhaul edition, they both have rocker switches, but the one on the new one actually has a rocker switch where it's not like a click on off, it's a rock. You just basically just push it down and power it on. So it's kind of interesting that they did a little different on the switch wise and stuff. But yeah, overall they look pretty identical, except for like I said, the logo differences and the T-molding right off the bat. Everything else looks pretty similar to each other. And this next one, you can see here, there's the default little ball on the little joystick there, and there's the purple version, what it looks like on there, and then the blue one, what it looks like, and the yellow one, and the last one is the black one. So yeah, cool that they actually add little options like that for those. One other feature is the menu. So you can have different options. You could adjust the screen brightness, the game audio, see the track mode, audio on off, Dirks per credit, marquee on off, difficulty level, joystick sound, and the screen blinking. So nice option it has with the built-in menu system. And now we're gonna take a look and do some gameplay, but it's gonna be quick because, like I said, I haven't played this in a while. It's a quick time. You gotta get it just right, and yeah, And there he goes, first death real quick. And it's kind of cool about that. You can see there's a scoreboard up there in the top, the LED, which is nice. They included that, which is just similar to the original full-size arcade as well. But yeah, it's just a... Yeah, I mean, this game is great. I mean, what New Wave Toys has done with this release is nothing but amazing. So I'm very impressed. If you could pick this up in the secondary market, if you missed out buying it through New Waves directly to them, there I'm sure you could find it aftermarket, but it's probably going to be a little more money than you would have paid if you did the pre-sale, which I did on this one, and then when they release it to everyone else, and it goes up a little bit more price-wise. But overall, great machine, and thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button for future videos, and thank you for all your support. Until the next one, take care.